Hello, good morning everyone. So we'll continue our sessions. We completed the initiation phase of the project award phase. So we complete the initiation and we mentioned that after the initiation, the phase exit will be have booked the project with valid contract with you. After that, we'll proceed as we mentioned with the project planning, where the output of this is mainly the baselines, so scope baseline, cost baseline, and the project time schedule baseline with the communication matrix, organization chart, weekly progress templates, monthly progress templates, and so on. After that, we will proceed with the execution, and as we mentioned, some activities for the execution can start with the planning. So we'll start with 3.1 design. So here you are sharing the necessary prerequisites to start your design. So these prerequisites you are sharing with your customer. The technical lead will share with the customer to get from him the necessary input so that he can start the design phase. So the design really, it is also divided into two parts. So we have the base design and the detailed design. So the base design will be having the initial design documents where after its approval you can proceed with the procurement phase of the project, but you cannot start the manufacturing. So for example, this will include the bill of material, system architecture document, functional design specification. Okay, so once you have the this submitted to your customer and approved, you will go to the phase exit of the base design. So after that, you need to start immediately the detailed design, where you need to prepare for example, the general arrangement drawing, schematic drawing. I'm speaking about electrical projects where there is panels manufacturing is included. So also, once you have the approvals in place, you can proceed for the detailed design approval, you can proceed with the manufacturing. So the phase exit for the design phase, you will need to have approved base design, approved detailed design, approved bill of material, release of procurement certificate. This is very important. So once the base design is approved, you need to request your customer to give you a release for procurement certificate, either through official letter or officially in the email, that you can proceed with the procurement. Why you are doing this? You are sharing risk with the customer, so that in a later stage of the project, the customer don't come back to you and ask you why you proceeded with the procurement without coming back to me, and so on. So to avoid all of this conflict, once you have your base design is approved, your bill of material is approved, request officially your customer to send you a release of procurement certificate. You can make this by preparing one letter mentioning that the base design is approved, bill of material is approved, so we can proceed with the procurement. So please issue the release of procurement certificate. It can come like this. Same once the detailed design is approved, where for example, the panels drawing are approved and you need your panel builder to start the manufacturing, you need to request your customer for release of manufacturing certificate. Also, this is here very important to check if there is any milestone invoicing. So some sellers are putting this after the design approval so that I can have a good cash flow with me before proceeding with the procurement. So they put this invoice milestone, maybe 10%. So you need to check your contract. If it is there, you need to raise this invoice and don't proceed with the procurement without having the invoice approved by your customer. Don't put your company in a risk. After that, you need to proceed once this invoice, if it is available, is approved and you have the release of procurement certificate. You need to proceed immediately with the procurement. So in this procurement, you need to ask your technical lead to prepare the detailed bill of material, share it with the procurement team. The procurement team need to start placing the request for quotations, get the necessary quotations. For the technical part of this quotation, the technical lead to review. For the commercial part of this request for quotation, the project manager can review. And also the procurement team need to have your basis of estimation for this project or your budget for this project, where already these elements are identified in your budget. So the procurement team need to check the prices in the estimation in the beginning of the project and the recent request for quotations received, and highlight if there is any variance, any increase in the cost to be discussed with the project manager. So here, this is very important stage. Also the lead times when the material will be available, so that you can match your baseline time schedule, or if there is any material delay where you need to update your schedule and inform your customer immediately about this impact of the delivery. So here the physics of this procurement. So we have an update of the procurement tracking sheet done by the procurement team to highlight the expected material delivery dates, the cost of each material. This is very important file which help the project managers also in their estimate to complete or the planning of their budget every month. Also we'll share samples of this. Also update for the warehouse and logistic material tracking sheet. If any material are received in the warehouse, it should be updated by the warehouse team. Also, what is the status of the material customs clearance, if it is cleared or not, when the cost of this clearance will come. All of this you need to have it also to validate during this phase exit. So material delivery, sometimes you are asking only your panel builder that you will give him the loose material and he need to do the integration inside the panels and do the necessary wiring and so on. So also you need to check that once the material is received, you are delivering it through the correct documents, signed delivery note to your panel builder. After that, you need to proceed with the request your panel builder to start immediately the panel manufacturing activities, and in parallel you need to ask your technical lead to start the engineering phase of the project. So any programming need to start, any necessary configurations need to be prepared, so that it will be moving in parallel. Once the panels are ready, your team can go and start uploading these settings or engineering in the completed panels, okay, and to start to prepare for the FAT, the factory acceptance test. So the phase exit of the manufacturing, sure, it is an integrated solution. You have a quality test reports done by your panel builder along with witnessed by your team. Internal solution FAT report, the internal FAT report, your team will do the necessary preparations for the FAT. Also here you need to submit the FAT procedure to your customer, how you are going to do the FAT. So you have an approved customer FAT invitation which will have the FAT procedure. Also here there is always important milestone that will come after the FAT, which is the delivery, where you need to ensure if this milestone, since sometimes it is about 80% of the project value, normally your customer is financing this milestone through a letter of credit. So you need to ensure that the communication is initiated and the customer opened the LC and the validity period of this LC is up to the delivery date which you are expecting. This LC is allowing for partial invoicing. So all of this need to be checked and need to be in place. After that, you need to, once you have the FAT procedure is approved, the FAT agenda with the daily activities is approved, you need to conduct the FAT factory acceptance test with your customer, where the system is completely tested, validated, necessary adjustments to the configuration, to the programming done as per the customer requirement. So the phase exit for this will be assigned FAT report with the customer, fat snags clearance report. After the customer release some snags, you need to work on this after the fat and close these snags and share a fat snags clearance report with your customer. After that, you need to request your customer officially for a release for delivery certificate. Some people calling it as a dispatch clearance certificate. You need to request this officially through a letter that you completed the FAT and the FAT snags are closed, and the panels are ready for delivery. So based on the Incoterm, if it is delivery duty paid, you need to deliver to your customer site, or if it is X work, the customer need to arrange the collection of the material from your FAT area. Okay, after that also you need to check the milestone invoice issued, that it is you need to share a draft invoice to your customer, because now you are going to deliver, so he need to give you if there is any comments on the invoice, or it is okay, so that once you have done the delivery and the signed delivery note is available with you, you can submit the necessary documents, the invoice and the signed delivery notes, to your bank, so that you can cash this amount. Okay, you need to have also a packing list signed, you need to have the delivery note signed. All of this is mandatory to be prepared after the FAT. And once you complete the delivery, you will be having the signed delivery note, signed packing list, and your invoices approved. Next, you will need to move. Once you have delivery, you need to check your contract if the site installation activities is within your scope, or your customer will do the installations, and after that you will come on the testing and commissioning. So based on the contract, you will start the site installation, testing and commissioning once your customer inform you that the site is ready. This need to be also there should be a site activities plan in place with each activity, with the duration of each activity, the planned start date of each activity, planned completion date, and after that there should be 2 more columns for the actual start and actual finish, and the necessary remarks. So once your team visit the site, they need to ensure the safety, they need to ensure that the site acceptance test report is already approved by your customer. They need to sign the necessary test reports so that all the necessary quality documents need to be in place. Also, they need to prepare any red markups for any modification is happening at the site. They need, after they complete the site installation, testing and commissioning, they need to do the necessary software backups, the as left settings backup. All of this need to be in place. So the phase exit for the site testing, installation, testing and commissioning, it will be customer signed site test reports, customer signed system handover report, and milestone invoice issued to customer. So after testing and commissioning, normally there is a milestone for the invoicing, where you need to ensure that your customer is approving this invoice after you complete the site installation, testing and commissioning, and before you submit your as-built or start site snags closing. This is very important. So contract need to be respected from both parties. So you need to ensure that this invoice is approved and paid to your company, at least approved. Maybe the payment terms is looking for 60 days, 90 days, so you cannot stop the activities unless the money come to your bank account, to your company bank account. So once this invoice is approved, you can proceed with as-built submission, snags closing. But for example, if you have a training in your scope, you need to wait until your customer transfer the payment to your company account. After that, you can conduct the training. Okay. Next, sure, after doing all of these activities from design, procurement, manufacturing, factory acceptance test, delivery, site installation, testing and commissioning, you will proceed with the project closing. Thank you. So to recap now, we'll go for the overall view for the project award phase. So the phase exit now for the project execution, as we mentioned, will be having approved design document, signed FAT report, release of procurement certificate, release of manufacturing certificate, signed site test report, signed backups handover report, all PO milestone invoices submitted and paid, customer bank LC extended or closed, signed material delivery notes, maybe the advance bank guarantee, you need to take it back from your customer. You need to check the contract if the advance bank guarantee validity is up to the delivery, so you need to ensure that the advance bank guarantee, the original copy, is returned back to your company. After that, you need to move with the project closing. For project monitoring and controlling, it will take some time from us, good time, so we'll discuss it after project closing. Thank you very much.